He's an awesome songwriter who's also in the band. Played with the Wallflowers. He's played with Buckcherry. Played with Fuel. A lot of really big names. Played around the world. Toured around the world, as you can see in this awesome photo. Which is, I love this photo. Very cool photo. But he's a SONAR user. How long have you been using SONAR for?
I've been using SONAR for about 10 years. Yeah, like a friend of mine. He's just always been like pushing me towards different new directions, and SONAR has been awesome. I'm on the PC platform. It's definitely the best thing on PC. You know, I think it's just the best thing out there actually.
Sure, yeah.
So now I'm excited to get into X1.
I'm going to demonstrate a couple different things in SONAR X1, but I mean, there weren't even any. This is the type of song where it doesn't even really need background vocals, although I kind of made a little effect on this, or we had a thing, but it's a song, very simple. Why don't you give everyone a little bit of the background of how this song came about, how you recorded it. You said you actually played the drums live, and then we took the MIDI tracks and put it into SONAR, which I'm going to show you in Session Drummer, and we actually had the Session Drummer 3 play the drums for the MIDI tracks that he played and performed. But how did the song come about?
It's just I was working with this artist Anastasia, who's a pretty big pop artist in Europe, especially American. And there's another guitar player, Greco Verado, who we were just writing songs together, and I had this idea, this guitar riff, and we sort of wrote the song together, and it ended up being like a pretty good song for me. I've been getting licenses on ABC network shows, and just won some LA Music Award thing with the song.
With this song?
Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah. And so it's just, and luckily I found a director who wanted to make a video, and just kind of all fell into place.
Where did you actually shoot this video?
We actually shot it mostly in Malibu. Pepperdine is the green lawn scene, and then there was a house up Latigo Canyon, so that we used to check it out.
Let's take a listen to it here. We're going to break down this mix afterwards.
Your presence follows me around like a puppy dog, girl. Can't escape your essence. Permeates this empty town. Sometimes I laugh, sometimes I cry. I can't be without you, babe. Don't wanna say goodbye. I wanna live inside you. Can I live inside? The steps it takes to reach your door. And how many solitary nights till I'm in your arms, girl. Sometimes I laugh, sometimes I cry. I can't be without you, babe. Don't wanna say goodbye. I wanna live inside you. Can I live inside you? Wanna live inside you. Wanna live inside you.
Awesome, very good, man.
Thank you. Thank you.
It's a great song. So let's take a listen to the drums here. Another cool thing that I love about SONAR is that you've got all these track folders. So if you're like Yogi, or if you're like myself and you're working with a ton of different tracks, it's really a great way to get rid of your clutter. It's just neater, organized. Whenever I'm working on a track like 2 days in a row, before I end the night, I always make sure that I've got everything in folders, because if I open up the next morning, it's like, and I see a ton of different things, my brain doesn't work well like that. I see everything, I'm like, oh, I don't know where I was. So I have a habit of being able to organize everything and keep everything in its folders. So these folders really allow you to also not only just organize everything, but also be able to solo stuff on the fly. So it's very helpful if you have a ton of different tracks, or if you're doing orchestra. A lot of these guys that create music for games or orchestras, they just have everything right in there. Let's take a look at these drums. So what we have going on with these drums, on solo Ds, I'm going to hit my B from my browser, and I'm going to shift over here and see where this keyboard is. This shows me what synths and what instruments I have loaded. So I'm going to show you the session drummer, which is what you're hearing now, is these drums programmed into session drummer. Session drummer 3 comes with, everything you're seeing here comes with SONAR X1 and X1 expanded. And if there's something that I pull up that doesn't come with it, I'll tell you. So these are the drums for this, and I'll show you. It's pretty cool because I've got actually 2 MIDI tracks going, feeding 2 different session drummers. And I'm doing that because I wanted to kind of beef up my kick and snare. So I've got my main set going into here. So you hear that? That one's giving me some trouble with EQ. And then I've got another separate session drummer 3 going. And this is just to kind of beef up my kick and snare. So I've got the same MIDI information on 2 different tracks, one going here and one going to this session drummer. I'm going to switch over to the console. I just hit Shift D and I'm right there. And I've got all these drums now. Show you where the outputs are going. Look down here. These are all going to the buses over on this side. I'm going to hit B and get rid of the browser because I don't need to see that anymore. So if you see over here, all these are going. I've got, this is my output. So I've got percussion bus over here. These are all my, I'm going to minimize my master. Right here. So these are all my drum buses. I've got a cymbal bus, percussion bus, tom bus, a drum bus, and then I've also have a parallel compression bus, and then I've got a master drum bus. What does that all mean? That means that I'm separating all my drum tracks, and they're all going to different places so that I have more control over them, so that I can mix them to make them sound better and fatter and meatier. So I don't know if you guys can hear that because there's not a lot going on in the room, but this is just basically giving it a real good top end lift. If you can hear that or not. When I get rid of that, drums are kind of flat sounding. When I pull it back in, it really gives it a good beat. So I always do that. All you have to do is just kind of look on the internet and search for parallel compression. It'll show you how to do that. You're basically sending all the drums into a separate feed, and then they're mixing together. Let's take a look at the what else we have going on here in the track. Let's listen to the vocals. We didn't listen to the vocals yesterday, so let's kind of pull up the vocals. So how did you record these vocals?
Pretty much my regular chain. Tube mic, a Rode K2.
Pull the down a little bit.
Yeah, I use a Rode K2 tube mic and just an Avalon 737. Pretty simple chain.
Did you compress it going in?
Yeah.
A lot, or just kind of clipped it a little bit?
Just clipped it a little bit. You know, most of like the sound you're hearing is like vocal strip, you know, from SONAR.
When you gave me this file, was this a, it was the untouched, I can't remember if you gave me an unprocessed.
No, I think I probably processed it, yeah.
It's a really good vocal sound. I mean, it's a great sound. So when there were no backup vocals in this song. It doesn't need backup vocals. It's a great song. What we did just for the fun of it here is we made, you can see all these lines here. This is all automation. So we kind of just made a copy of this and pulled it down.
Can't be without you, babe. Don't wanna say goodbye. I wanna live inside.
So anyway, thank you for coming, man.
Yeah.
I really appreciate it. It's great to see you and great hanging out. Thanks for sharing your music with us.
Yeah.
And where can people find, where can anyone find your music if they wanted to buy your record? You're up on iTunes?
It's up on iTunes. Yogi cakewalkmusic.com.
For more, visit Cakewalk.com, click Music Software and Production Suite. To purchase Sonar X1 Production Suite, click Buy Now or click Find a Dealer and type in your zip code. Or click Worldwide to find a dealer near you.